Imagine booking a hotel where the listing says free parking, but recent guests were actually charged. Or choosing a property for its spa, only to find out it was renovated months ago and nobody has reviewed it since. Millions of travelers trust reviews, but today's review systems are just static. Every guest gets the same generic prompt, even when Expedia already has hundreds of reviews mentioning the pool and zero about the spa. So we asked, what if Expedia could ask each guest just one or two smarter questions? Exactly, but information is actually missing. That's Ask What Matters by Team WanderIQ. Sayed will walk through what this looks like for a real reviewer.
Here's what the experience looks like. Let's take this hotel in Broomfield. A guest starts where they normally would, leaving a star rating and writing a short review. The moment they submit, the system already knows the single most important thing this property is missing. Instead of a generic prompt, the guest sees a targeted, detailed follow-up question. And if the reviewer wrote in Spanish, the follow-up comes back in Spanish or in any other language. Guests can answer with text or voice, and Yohan can show you the voice option now.
It was super convenient.
After answering, the system pulls the insight straight from that answer, tags its confidence, and maps it to the exact property fields it would update. The guest sees a clean preview, and on the other hand, in demo mode, judges see the full extraction. Daniel will explain how this system decides which question to ask and what it chose not to ask.
So how does the system know exactly what to ask? We run a gap analysis pipeline across all existing reviews and property data. So here's the key. The entire analysis is deterministic. It runs as a batch process with zero API costs. The LLM only gets involved at two different points, generating the question and extracting the insight from the answer. So we score each property across 19 different review topics with over 25 impact weights behind them, each one justified by a rationale a judge can click and read. This lets us detect three different types of gaps: missing information that nobody has ever covered, stale information that's outdated, like that spa renovation that Gaurang mentioned, or contradictions where the listing claims one thing, but guest reports something different. That free parking problem from the opening, we detect that automatically by cross-referencing 12 claim versus review patterns. And for low review properties, we apply a Bayesian floor. So a single angry reviewer can't register as like a crisis. Demo mode shows exactly why each question was chosen, the score breakdown, and even the runner-up gaps that were considered but not selected. So let's transition now to Yohan, who will show how this will roll up at the portfolio level.
Beyond the reviewer experience, our system gives Expedia's internal teams full visibility into where property knowledge gaps exist. On this dashboard, we track completeness scores across all properties, flag contradictions between listings and reviews, and monitor sentiment shifts over time. Every number is traceable. Click Show Math, and you see the exact formula: topic coverage, review quality, weighted contributions, and the final score. Nothing is a black box. As guests answer follow-up questions, these scores update in real time. The system also estimates how many targeted answers each property needs to reach 80% completeness, so Expedia knows exactly how far each property is from complete. On cost, gap analysis runs offline at zero API cost. Each enrichment insight costs roughly 1/10 of a cent, and at 10,000 follow-ups a day, that's roughly about $10. This scales to millions of reviews with minimal infra. Ask What Matters keeps property data fresh, accurate, and useful at scale by asking the one question that matters most. We didn't build a chatbot. We built a system that knows what not to ask.